eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep.
Thanks. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate it.
Singer-songwriter Michael Penn happened to be the brother of actor Sean Penn, and he wasn't the only member of the class of '90 to have a well-known relative.
Here she comes.
The Nelson twins were the sons of 50s teen idol Ricky Nelson, and Wilson Phillips was a combination of Chynna Phillips, whose parents are Michelle and Jon Phillips of the 60s pop group The Mamas and the Papas, and Carnie and Wendy Wilson, whose father is Beach Boy Brian Wilson.
I love the harmonies in the Beach Boys, and we inherited the love of harmony. You know, that's what our group is about. That's our sound.
Biv DeVoe.
Belle Biv DeVoe also had a pedigree. They're all members of the teen group New Edition, although they left their old image behind to strike out on their own.
New Edition was more of a clean-cut group, you know. We wouldn't be seen, you know, kissing or touching a girl's body and things like that.
Hey, kinda white, come on, don't forget.
This time around, the BBD image is so outrageous. We're just getting into everything.
Faith No More is another band with a history of its own, too. They've been around for 8 years before a revamped lineup finally struck platinum with an album called The Real Thing. Faith No More's metal funk sound was nicely complemented by the band's antics, both on stage and off.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Get down, 911 is a joke in your town. Boom, boom. Oh, oh, oh. The right stuff, we can't hold on.
That's nice. We appreciate all the support.
Yeah, we
Thanks,
dig
guys. Can I borrow 20 bucks?
Also big this year were singer Mariah Carey, who soared up the pop charts on the crest of a mighty promotional push. Slaughter, a band that hit big with a pop metal sound. And on the rap scene, a very novel act called Digital Underground.
Do what you like. You got rock, you got rap, you got rhythm and blues. Then you have super stupid, triple dope, cold ignorant, underground hip hop, Humpty Funk.
Yeah.
And right now we're the only group in that category. So I guess you know we had nothing to do but rise to the top.
I do the Humpty Hump. Come on, I do the Humpty Hump. Check me out, y'all. I do the Humpty Hump. Just watch me do the Humpty Hump.
1990 was filled with sort of new pop sounds and sometimes borrowed old ones. But the Black Crowes proved that old-fashioned rock and roll still had a place in the charts, too.
I thought it'd be this uphill battle, us trying to kick rock and roll again. And so far, people have like opened the door, and it's been like, we're expecting the fight, and we walk in, and people are handing us, you know, deli trays and stuff. So it's great.
There was a new solo act topping the charts this year, too. It was Jon Bon Jovi. The veteran frontman put Bon Jovi the band on hold to take a bit part in the post-Brat.
Sinead O'Connor.
In 1987, the critics fell for a fiery Irish newcomer called Sinead O'Connor. But in 1990, it was the masses' turn to discover her once they got a glimpse of her softer side with a love song straight out of Prince's musical closet.
Nothing compares. Nothing compares to you.
Outspoken as ever, in May, Sinead pulled out of an appearance on Saturday Night Live, hosted by comedian Andrew Dice Clay.
I thought that it would be irresponsible of me to endorse it by appearing with him, because if some young boy, for example, is watching me on the television and thinks I'm great, like, and is in any way influenced by me, then he'll probably think that it's fine to go around, you know, slagging off women and everything else.
Then in August, Frank Sinatra wanted to, quote, kick her ass after she refused to allow the national anthem to be played before a concert in New Jersey.
I don't see what national anthems have to do with music. And secondly, as I spoke to you before about this, that I feel very strongly about censorship, and I didn't want to go on stage after the national anthem of a country that's imposing censorship on friends of mine, you know.
October found her in Chile for an Amnesty International concert. And while comic Sam Kinison sported a skinhead and poked fun at her, Sinead herself donned a platinum wig and turned in a modern version of a Cole Porter tune for the AIDS charity album Red Hot and Blue.
Stop. Have a time.
But if Sinead O'Connor found success in spite of herself, there was nothing accidental about the breakthrough of MC Hammer. His second album, Please Hammer Don't Hurt 'Em, had commercial written all over it. And yet almost no one expected it to be the biggest record of the year. But even if he did strike a chord with the public, fellow rappers still felt compelled to put the hammer down.
If your record crosses over pop and you get white listeners, Latin listeners, and listeners who are not black, you are called a sellout. If that's a sellout, then here I am. I'm a sellout because I want my music to be accepted by all people.
Hammer also managed to sell himself to corporate America by signing deals with British Knights Footwear and Pepsi-Cola. MC Hammer's interracial appeal matched that of the true pop icon of 1990, Bart Simpson. Bartmania was fueled by the runaway success of The Simpsons, the series created by cult cartoonist Matt Groening, which mounted a serious challenge to Bill Cosby's domination of prime time.
I'll grow up.
As Bart fired off one-liners and got into one adventure after another on the small screen, out in the real world, the Bart craze only got bigger, despite some schools across the country which banned Bart's underachiever and proud of it t-shirts.
A Simpson on a t-shirt. I never thought I'd see the day.
And as the year drew to a close, Bart's status as a TV star was confirmed. Following such past television hunks turned singers as Don Johnson, Bruce Willis, and Rick Springfield,
what a nightmarish concept.
Bart! The radical dude released his own debut single, Do the Bart Man, from the new album The Simpsons Sing the Blues.
Move your body if you got the notion. Front to back in a rock-like motion. Now that you got it, if you think you can, do it through the music, that's the Bart Man. And the beat goes on.
The #1 story of 1990, of course, was censorship. And after a quick look at some of the year's most memorable video images, we'll be surveying that situation too, so don't go away.
Yo, pump up the jam, pump it up, pump it up. Yo, pump up the jam, pump it up, pump it up. Yo, pump up the jam, pump it up. Yo, pump up the jam, pump it, pump it, pump it, pump it. Yeah.
New Year's Eve around the world in Iceland.